Welcome to Near Real Sports, the home of college football simulations. Please subscribe to the channel and enjoy this simulation.
Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Boston College Eagles and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
And the Eagles kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Bearcats offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Grover. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Perry. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Moving the pocket, it's French. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They'll go to the counter. Quick spin on the run. He's past the sticks. He's got 50 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started. And the Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Encroachment, defense. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Here's the give off the left side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Selling the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. And he never had a chance.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
The Eagles offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The transfer has it his first carry. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Running inside. It's Dickens. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Keeps it moving. It's Dickens. Good, strong tackle. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Right back to it. Runs through a tackle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. The running back has it. Taken down. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Makes a man miss. He's got enough to give Boston College the 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Dickens. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. What a way for this quarter to end. Final play, 4th and goal. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Eagles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Plows his way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The kick is on its way. Looks it in. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The fake wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Short gain on the play before he slides. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. He's up to 57 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give on the counter. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's McKenzie. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Sells the run, wants to pass. Rush is on. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the sack. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Perry. There he goes. couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Bearcats are flying down the field. Play action on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Sets his feet, it's French. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, he threw a touchdown on the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are in the very next drive. First play, they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable throwing it.
He's got 67 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got his man downfield. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Ray. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Boston College!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been that kind of day so far for this offense, guys. This quarterback has never had an opportunity because he keeps getting sacked. That now already the 4th sack of the game. We're only in the 2nd quarter. I guess the only good news, he hasn't turned it over yet. He hasn't been forced to throw the ball up into coverage, into a bad spot. He's been good about just eating the football, but they've got to find a way to find some rhythm here in the passing game moving forward.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking to throw, it's French. Left side is Grover. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wants to throw on first. Turns it upfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Perry. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The snap, wants to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Sets his feet, it's McKenzie. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Eagles in the hurry up.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. And if the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So the quarterback just has to be able to make his decision a little bit quicker moving forward.
Looking deep. Snags it on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. BC uses a timeout here. It's 2nd of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fires downfield. Out wide left, it's right. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab, into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as return is stopped short of the 25. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. And now back to your game inside Nippert Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Trying to move them on the counter. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the draw, it's Ray. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Ray. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Right at the line. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking to pass, it's McKenzie. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes the handoff. It's Ray. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Wright. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line. It's Green. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Runs through the tackle. He's got the first down. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than a sack.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Off play action. Move to his right. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Left side is Ray. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Perry. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking for a man. It's French. They're all over him. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! Out wide left, it's Ray. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Drops back, it's French. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Jones. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Ray. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Line getting set on second down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Caught behind the line. It's Wright. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's McKenzie. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Trying to make one miss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. On the move, it's Perry. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Handoff again. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He wants to throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Perry. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got him on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're going back to the ground. Finding some room. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Off play action on 1st down. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. Complete to start this drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Quick give. It's Ray. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw. It's McKenzie. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's got it on the right. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 2nd and long here. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming. 3rd and long coming up. On play action. The quick game. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. To the air, it's French. He'll throw it. Left side is Johnson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds his big tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee. And 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense all over it. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tosses it incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looking for room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Back to throw, it's French. Rush right in his face. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on second down. Snap in the shotgun. That's caught. It's Grover. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Looking for room, it's Perry. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to throw again. Rushes on. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout called, Cincinnati using its 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Looking downfield, it's French. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Takes the handoff. It's Ray. Oh, he's got some space. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation